I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. If you recall, I posted 5 videos from a garage sale pickup, and that was $60 for well over 7,000 cards. Well, guess what, everybody? I went back. And I don't have 7,000 cards to show you this time, but I have just over 3,000 cards to show you. And when I got back to the garage sale the next week, this is what I saw. And if you recall, vintage cards were what it said on that last box of football cards that I bought. And not just one, but two. $10 a piece. Two-row boxes for $10. And opening it up, there's not a whole lot to get excited over in this box. I kind of just, leaf through it a little bit. And, there are some cards that are sleeved up in this box. But, there are some pretty decent cards in here, as you can see. A lot of the team record breaker cards. Again, Jim Plunkett, for example. Nothing, some mid-level Hall of Fame guys like John Hanna. Some pretty good TTMers like Greg Landry, Jim Zorn, Burt Jones. All these guys signed pretty good through the mail. Mike Webster, another Hall of Famer. And I couldn't pass it up, so I grabbed this one and the other one. And I'm going to go through them really quick with you and just kind of hit some highlights, and we'll go from there. So this is box 1. We'll show you box 2 after we kind of leaf through this one a little bit. We kind of already went through these, so I'm going to be pretty quick about this. Hopefully I don't blur up the camera too much while going through these. I really hope you guys enjoy doing videos like this. I, just seem to be, there's a Charlie Joyner right there, great TTMer. But I really seem to enjoy doing this. Harry Carson, another good TTMer. Leroy Selman, he's no longer with us, but a Hall of Famer. And some of these guys are just really good. Billy Thompson there, he's a good TTMer. But it just seems this past year, I've just really been hitting Marty Lyons. I just actually got him back recently. Harold Jackson. I've just really been getting a lot of football cards. I mean, a lot. It's like everywhere I go, whether it's a card show, a card shop, a flea market, a garage sale, I just seem to be magnetized to these vintage football cards from the 70s and early 80s. And the price is just too hard to pass up. I mean, again, like I've said in some of my other videos, I bet if I really, really tried, I probably could put a couple, a set or two of these together, And of course, I'm going to be missing like the Joe Montana rookie card, but most of the set most likely will be there. And there's Fred Dean, who just recently passed away, God bless, Hall of Famer. And these are just full of guys that I can just spend hours upon hours of putting together 3 or 4 card lots to mail out. And I'm not an expert on my football cards. I'm not going to act like I am. I know my baseball cards a heck of a lot more than I do my football. I actually would probably step out and say I know there's Matt Blair, who just recently passed away. Another great Minnesota Viking, underrated player for a long time. Rest in peace, Matt. And I would say I know my basketball cards better than I do my football cards, to be honest with you. Larry Heater. Can't say I know him. But as you can see, just a nice mix. There's a Franco Harris. There's John Riggins. Like I said, a ton of these leaders cards with like O.J. Simpson on there. You know, this one's got Ted Hendricks on there. Hall of Famers I'm pointing out. Just a great lot of cards, if you ask me. Got some 80s in here, it looks like, some 85s. And I'm going to try to put these together by year. I think that would probably be the best thing to do, just to keep them in order. And that's not just this box, but that's all the cards that I've gotten back. And that in itself is going to take a long time to do. Just putting these together by year. Because these are just really mixed well. Which is a good thing. Makes it fun. You know, and there's a card that's really beat up. But whatever. Don Hasselbeck. You know, this, again, like I said, just too good of a deal to pass up. You know, this has got Heisman Trophy winners in it. I'm again just flipping through these really fast. I'm not going to pull them all out. More 85s. Reach around here. Let's just see who's in the sleeve here. Donnie Shell, that was a good one. Got a couple more in the sleeve here. We'll see who those are off camera. Yeah, this box unfortunately doesn't have the Joe Montanas or the anything like that in it. I'm not even seeing the Terry Bradshaws or guys of that ilk either. It's, you know, more lower end type of Hall of Famers. I guess I should show these on camera instead of doing this. You know, like Cliff Branch here, Ted Hendricks, a couple of Ahmad Rashads. I've always wanted to try to get Ahmad's autograph. Wilbert Montgomery. You know, great players, don't get me wrong. Just not really collectible. Now this box looks like it has some 83s. Those 83? Yeah, have some 83s in there. And these are kind of nice, as it looks like they might all be by, well, never mind, there's the Falcons. But they're in somewhat order by team, which is kind of helpful. If I'm looking for Greg Buttle, for example, I can just check my Jets pile here. You know, it's kind of nice. There's some Steelers coming up. None of the big ones, though. 49ers, Randy Cross, that's a good TTMer. No Joe Montana. Bengals, Ken Riley, I think he just passed away too this past year. It's been a bad year for sports athletes. 2020, that is. Hopefully 2021's a little better. But yeah, well, there's some, are those 86? Or those are 85s. So those other ones aren't 85s. Those are 84s. That's random. Thomas Everett, score. But like I said, for $10, can't go wrong. You know, bunch of 83s. What are these, 88s? 87s. So there's some 87s in here. And I know I got a bunch of 87s and another lot that I picked. There's another Charlie Joyner. So now there's two Charlie Joyners out of this box. Tony Dorsett, Hall of Famer. So I'm going to just kind of... Oh, here's some of the old Fleer cards. You don't see those too often. Some of these are hidden gems because sometimes you get some Hall of Famers on them. Every now and then. But yeah, that's a first. I usually don't get the Fleer cards. Let's see, we got some more 83s. We got some more... There's some more Fleers in here. For Jenkins. Football Brothers. That's kind of a cool little set. Maybe some of these guys sign. I'd have to look into that. Pete and Stan Brock. Chris Matt Barr. I think I've seen somebody get Matt Barr. I think I have a request out to Lyle Blackwood. I never got back. That's kind of a neat little set. Steve Bartkowski. I'm just going to flip through these really fast. Something jumps out. Mark Gastineau. That's a good one. There's a random score, Josh Gordon. And Chris Collinsworth. Many of you probably know him from the telecast. He does the football games. Never tried him TTM. Might be worth looking into. Yeah, I didn't see key rookie cards like a Lawrence Taylor rookie or anything like that in here either. No Howie Long rookies or anything, but not a bad little find for 10 bucks. So now we'll move on to the next box. We're just going to throw these off to the side because I think there are some newer cards in this box. So this is box 2 of the purchase at 10 bucks. And right off the top, I find a Marvin Harrison rookie card. We're going to sleeve that puppy up. Off camera here real quick. But Marvin Harrison was a great wide receiver for many years with the Colts. So we're going to get that in a top loader. I don't know what that's worth, but it's definitely in my mind top loader worthy. And here's some more Hall of Famers. We got Tim Brown, Steve Young, Jim Kelly, Sterling Sharp. That's a second year, I think, on Sharp. Steve Young again, Dickerson, Marcus Allen. So not a bad. There's some more. Ooh, that card's messed up. Oh, the gum. Huh. Got a big old gum stain on the back. Look at that. Gotta love Topps. Got to love Topps. Well, at least it's not a key rookie card of any sort. There's some more. What year are those? Those are 88s, which I have a bunch of 88 singles that I picked up. I actually paid more, I think, for that box than I did for this one, but that's what happens sometimes. There's another Eric Dickerson. We'll put that up the front with the rest of the Hall of Famers. But lots of gum stains. As I'm sorting through these, I can feel like the gum on the back. There's another Donnie Shell. Pepper Johnson. You know, as you can see, great lot. Alright, so a bunch of 88s in here. I mean, darn it, I could darn near have that whole set probably. There's a couple of the 1,000-yard club cards, which I picked those up in another lot. I might be able to actually complete that set. Those were the inserts and probably the rack packs or whatever. I just saw a Phil Simms. There's an Anthony Munoz, another Hall of Famer. There's Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. So I mean, the Hall of Fame guys are here. You know, no Jerry Rice's or anything like that, but oh, here's another 70s. There's some 86s actually in here. A couple 86s, which is Mike Rozier. That's a pretty good one. Heisman Trophy winner. Bruce Smith. Alright, sorry about the cut there. I had a little battery issue. Had to restart, but as I was flipping through, there's another pocket of Hall of Famers. Steve Largent, Tony Dorsett. So a couple more in here. There's an LT. There's a Chris Carter. That might be his rookie card. I think that might be his rookie. I could be wrong. There's a Walter Payton. So there's a Walter Payton in here. It's not a Walter Payton single card, but it at least is a Payton. Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Charles Haley. Some more Steve Largents. Don Beebe, who I think I have a request out to him. Haven't received it back yet. And we'll go through this last row real quick and wrap up the video. Randomly, some Steve Walsh. There's a 1,000-yard club. A couple more out of that set. Just pull them, put them there. Another Tony Dorsett. That's a very popular card in this box. I think those are 90 tops, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So like I said, yeah, 90 tops. These appear to be by team. Another Mike Rozier. It's also sad going through this box sometimes when you see guys that have passed away, you know, that were just way too young, you know, in their 50s or 60s. But that is the drawback of playing football for a living. Sometimes it leads to early health problems. There's a Jim Everett rookie card. I wonder if he'd sign that for me if I sent it to him. I've gotten him back before in the mail, but he one-per'd me the last time I tried. So Ricky Jackson, he was a good ball player for a long time for the Saints. Again, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, just hitting some highlights. Randomly, here's a Pacific Andre Hastings. Thurman Thomas, Hall of Famer. There's a pretty good card with Ronnie Lott and Darren Cherry. Be a nice one to get signed. I don't think Ronnie signs though. Darren used to. I don't know if he still does or not. Carl Harrison. Another Charlie Joyner. Randomly a Trace Armstrong Fleer. Another Roger Craig. Another Jim Everett rookie. Charles Haley, LT. So again, I'm just gonna skip through a lot of these. There's a bunch of 1,000-yard clubs from that year. Like I said, I might be able to put a set together between this box and the other one of these. I'll have to look hard. I think there's probably only one per team, so about 30 in the set. That's not that horrible. I mean, there might be more. See something different right here. What do we got? There's an Eric Dickerson. Bruce Smith again. Ah, some collectibles. Here we go. So I'm guessing a box of collectibles. Well, not a box, just 3 of them. Phil Simms, Jim Kelly, Barry Sanders I just dropped there. Herschel Walker, Hall of Famer, Mike Singletary, Phil Simms. I mean, like I said, this is just fun going through old football cards in my opinion. There's Chris Dolman, Hall of Famer who passed away. I'm just going to have a blast sorting through these, putting them by year. Just kind of maybe looking to see like Ruben Mays. I think he signs through the mail. He was a good running back for the Saints for a short period of time. Even got some more 70s in here towards the back. Nothing major, but there are a few there. There's another Ruben Mays, so there's 2 that I can send them right there. Darryl Green. Doug Flutie. So there you have it. Kenny Easley, Kellen Winslow. A couple Kellen Winslows actually. That one's a little beat up though. But not a bad pickup for only 20 bucks. I didn't really ask for a discount this go around. I figured, you know, the seller took care of me pretty good last time, so I'll just give him a $20 bill and walk away with what I got. I think I did pretty good. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Really enjoy going through these old football cards from my childhood and before my childhood actually. So tell me what you think. Not a bad find for 20 bucks. Happy collecting.